A little disclaimer, partway through I'm gonna get worried about having to go to work. Don't worry, because I came back afterwards, downloaded the replay without revealing the winner, and I started to cast from the moment I left off. So, enjoy the game, and thank you for watching Pubcast. Hello, and welcome back to Dota 2 Pubcast with Johnny from the Space Pirates. The back of my chair now, the status update on that is that the back of it is completely broken off. It's also missing an arm. So, I've had this thing for like 10 years and it's fallen apart on me. Anyway, today we have Azinuem Chef versus Vino Veritas. So, Vino Veritas, I suppose. So, Dire has picked up Lone Druid, Visage, Disruptor, Razor, and Juggernaut. So all in all, a lot of area damage and a lot of area disable coming from Disruptor and Visage, as well as Juggernaut sort of being a silence in himself as long as they're trying to attack him. Razor, also a lot of area damage with his ult and his Q, of course. And then Lone Druid just gonna be Lone Druid. So, over on the Radiant side, we have a directed camera, which I will now get rid of. There we go. So on the Radiant side, they have Lifestealer being played by Mana. They have Windrunner being played by Coop. We have Lynx playing Keeper of the Light. We have Komek playing Bane, and we have Subark playing Phantom Lancer. Over on the Dire side, we have Joe playing Juggernaut, Mascari playing Razor, Nom de Guerre on Lone Druid, Sub-Zero on Disruptor, and Muse Melior on Visage. Radiant bunching up in their forest right now. Perhaps hoping to catch Dire out or just plain be cautious. Always nice to look for the chance to get that early first blood. Always funny to watch when that happens too before the horn goes off. So the Radiant side has two very hard carries, although Lifestealer is not falling out of favor, but he's not the first pick that he always was, or not always was, but, you know, recently has been in competitive. So that's interesting. We also have Phantom Lancer, who was nerfed a lot indirectly in the recent patch, but he can still do really well. And then, of course, you have Windrunner with a great disable, Coddle with a lot of early game damage, and then you have Bane with that amazing disable. So, interesting enough that they picked up the Bane, perhaps just to make sure that ANC didn't get to it. Bane is a really good counter for Lifestealer, or for Phantom Lancer, assuming you catch him before his illusions. So Sub-Zero, it looks like, had an illusion rune, so coming in for a 3-man gank here. Very early game. We have a lot of harass. I love that from Disruptor. That spell, what is it? It's Thunderstrike. It now does 4 instances of damage instead of 3, and it does a lot of damage. So there we go. We had one Illuminate going out, tagging Sub-Zero and Melior a little bit, and it looks like they're going to be doing a tri-lane in their off-lane. So a very aggressive tri-lane, it would appear. We have a lot of push coming from Sub-Zero and Mascari. However, they have a lot of counter push, the Radiant side rather. Vive has a lot of counter push in the way of lyrics. And if Subark manages to farm up enough, he will also be a lot of push. So it's going to be tri-lane versus tri-lane here on the bottom lane. Up at top, Non de Guerre is going against Mana. So interesting to have that solo Lifestealer. It should work against Nom de Guerre, who has summoned his bear, who has a Stout Shield and an Orb of Venom. So, very interesting. It worked out really well for Vive on the bottom lane, the lane composition, because they want to defend Phantom Lancer and make sure that he can farm. So I think they were going to go for a defensive tri-lane anyway. And ANC going for an offensive tri-lane is interesting because the theory is they will cancel each other out and Subark will be able to gather up some of his farm. Sorry about that. Once again, I forgot to turn off my Steam friends list. Joe's getting poked down a little bit. So he's going to be bottle crowing, although that is going to slow down his courier significantly, as you can see. So he's also going against a bottle windrunner, Cube. Down on bottom lane, we have Smellier and Sub-Zero trying to mess with a pull that Lynx and Bane have done. Lynx and Comic. And so now, Smellier and Sub-Zero are just going to steal those last hits from the supports. So it looks like this offensive tri-lane is going to keep the supports down. Comic is almost dead. He's forced to tango up. But then again, Razor, Masake on ANC on the Dire side is also forced to salve. This is Melior also having to regen up a little bit. Phantom Lancer has now used his last clarity. He still has 2 tangos though. Lynx was coming up I think to do an Illuminate, but he got hit with that Thunder Strike. So he's going to be forced to back up a little bit. As he gets hit by Razor, he's got 39 health left, but they're going to go for Subark, who has pushed up way too far. So Dire now converging on Subark, who's definitely going to die here. He has no mana to invis. He had 18 health, and he is now dead. Bane came up in a desperate attempt to try and help him. He got Thunderstrike, though. Lynx walking really close to him. However, not close enough to die by that Thunderstrike, it looks like. Masake has 77 health. However, it looks like Radiant's supports are not going to push up. So he's free to just farm and take some health with that natural regen. Zmelior, now at full health and back from the fountain, has handed Masake his last tango. So he's going to be getting that farm up a little bit. And Masake is also going to be receiving a magic stick and a magic wand recipe. So he's going to have a magic wand delivered to him. So absolutely essential to have that wand, or at the very least the stick, especially if you're going to go tri-lane versus tri-lane, because spells are going to be flying every which way. So it's really, really important that you're able to regen that. Mana on the top lane at 291 health. However, the bear is at 257. So Nom de Guerre, he is tower diving. His bear though 9 health, so he just fed 300 gold to mana. Nom de Guerre, he's pushing into the tier 2 towers for some reason. He's trying to escape through the forest, but he has no TPs. It's not going to work. Mana was at full health because he infested that bear and exploded, or rather maybe a creep. So he was at full health, and instead of turning around, Nom de Guerre just dove even further for some reason. So, makes absolutely no sense. The spectator count now is up to 62. So, probably, I'm guessing, some streamer is in this game. Either that or somebody who's at least, you know, fairly well known. Down on bot, Subark has a Ring of Basilius, and he's getting poked down a little bit. That same Ring of Basilius that he's had, though. He has nothing on the courier, and he has 435 gold in the bank. Ooh, we had a wall up from Sub-Zero, however, he does not catch anybody. He Thunderstrikes Comac. Joe, the Juggernaut, has a haste rune. It looks like he's going to be running back mid, though. Ooh, Sub-Zero almost getting hit with a power shot. Joe is going in on Cube, who has just showed up to try and defend. Subark once again diving into the Dire for some reason. He's getting Static Link. He's gotten hit with every spell that they have. He's got Thunderstrike. He had Plasma Field hit on him. Lynx tries to come up and help, but he's got 74 health. Phantom Lancer at 150. Woo! Yet another exchange, which it looks like only Juggernaut died in. He died up here in the river, looks like, by Cube. And Phantom Lancer has managed to kill Razor, looks like, with an illusion, I'm guessing. Sub-Zero almost dead. I think Windrunner was looking to power shot, but had no mana. Zmelior is coming up behind. I think he knows that Cube is there. So it might be a good idea for him to hug that tower. However, she can power shot right now. She can power shot him. She's going to, and she misses. She misses the power shot. She did not have vision anymore. I think she was just hoping that Zmelior was going to keep moving. Up at the top, Mana now. He's got an Orb of Venom. He's got Phase Boots. So this Life Stealer is looking pretty good. Nom de Guerre. Where is his bear? He has to resummon it. There we go. He's summoned his bear. So, because of that period without the bear, Mana was able to farm up a little bit more, so he's just got a full bracer to give him a little bit more survivability so that he can keep the ball rolling. Subark gets static linked. He throws out his lance. Zmelior's gotten hit with an illusion. Lynx gets walled in and hit with a Thunder Strike.
The Dire might want to mine their top tower. Dire's top tower.
Sorry about that. I am back. I had a little emergency on my hands. Here we go.
Dire's top tower. You know the
Lyrics is back. Once again, Subark getting static linked. He's out of mana. He can't do anything right now. He can't even invis. But then again, Massacre had to have Tranquils delivered to him, which get cancelled by Lyrics.
Dire structure's looking fortified.
Comex is at full health. The Radiant Tri-Lane is at full health against Massacre, who has 240 health, so he's going to be hugging the tower. Meanwhile, Visage Zmelior is coming in, and it looks like Mana has just finished off the top tower while Joe ports in. Mana has now bought drums, and he's going to get Thunderstruck by Sub-Zero. And he gets pulled back into a wall by Sub-Zero. However, he's just going to rage out of that. So, of course, it makes him magic immune. Mana is a direct counter to, or Life Stealer is a direct counter to Disruptor. With that rage, he can just walk out of Disruptor spells, and Disruptor can't do anything. Disruptor probably could have silenced, but he's not level 6 yet. He's only 4. Down on bot, Massacre. This is a questionable dive. He's static linked Subark, who's not really doing any damage, but Comek was here, and so was Lyrics, who illuminated him, and then he was finished off with a brain sap from Comek. There are now 2 mid on the Dire side, Nom de Guerre and Zmelior hiding in the trees against Cube, who is deciding what she wants to do. Cube has an illusion. He's going to tether Nom de Guerre to a creep. Power shot. The bear has entangled an illusion, so wrong Windrunner there. Nom de Guerre has 83 health. However, Cube is going to be forced to back as Zmelior comes in and does a lot of massive damage. So Cube now has 69 health, 58. Lyrics came in to assist, managed to keep them back as Sub-Zero came in to try and help finish her off. Massacre is going through the Radiant Forest. I think he was looking for Windrunner to run through him, but that's not going to happen. Subark now has a little bit of room to farm. Down at bot, he also has Tranquils and a wand up as well. Or, yeah, a wand. So they're giving him a little bit of room. He has 750 gold. We have Treads now finished up on Cube. Subark's Tri-Lane is now with him once again, back from mid. And now Comek trying to take a couple of last hits, trying to have a couple of denies, while Subark ran to the side shop to grab a Robe of the Magi. Sub-Zero currently only has boots and a magic wand, and he is saving up for arcanes. He only has 720 gold, so pretty good, but he still needs 300 and his tower is getting pushed. We have an Illuminate from Lynx. They want to push this tower. He manages to tag Sub-Zero. Comek is getting hit with the tower. They managed to bring it down from 1300 to about 873 before Visage ported in. Mana now has 1100 gold and a Drum of Endurance as well as his phase. And he has now picked up a Helm of the Iron Will, so he's going for that armlet next. Joe has bottled a Haste Rune. So the Juggernaut also has a Stout Shield and phase. That appears to be the theme of the game here. Ring of Basilius up on Visage, which is turned on, so it looks like they want to push here, which is good. It is an aggressive tri-lane, so I suppose that's kind of an obvious point to make there. Cube has her treads set to strength. Joe's got all the vision, however, because of the wards placed here and here. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Windrunner also has a ward in mid as well. Joe is going to be running through. Radiant is going to see it. Are they going to turn around and react? Yes, Comac is going to turn around to try and disable him. However, there was an Omni Slash before Bane could ult him. The ult, Bane's ult, getting cancelled by Sub-Zero, who pulls him back into a wall, as well as his ult again, keeping Comac silenced, giving him a lot of damage. Sabark finishes off Visage. Joe is going to Blade Fury. He's going all over Cube, who wind runs away. However, he's in trouble. He's definitely going to die here. He was surrounded by the Coddle, the Keeper of the Light, the Phantom Lancer, and the Windrunner. Comac also managed to stay alive. He had his magic stick, as well as the tactical retreat there. Mana is getting chased up in the Dire Forest. He's going to keep running through the forest, though. Instead of into the river, he's getting chased by that bear. Nom de Guerre is hoping for an entangle. However, he only has 270 health, so he wouldn't have been able to win a man fight against that Lifestealer anyway. So he was trying to keep his distance. Masakari has picked up a Gauntlet of Strength, and he is saving up. He's currently got about 900 gold. So I suppose he's going for an urn, perhaps? Drums are now up on Subark.
Dire's mid tower could use a little help.
Over in Dire's mid tower, Joe, he gets open wounds. However, he's going to Blade Fear out of that. He's going to Blade through mana. Cube has a DD rune, though. Shackles him to a tree, and he's definitely going to be finished off here. There's no question about it. Zmew, with one Spirit Charge, decides, oh, I don't want this, and he decides to run away. However, Mana has Phase Boots and Drums. So, Visage gonna go down as well. Sub-Zero, what are you doing? He's gonna try and hug the tower. However, he's pushed up too far because Mana and Cube are behind him. He tried to send Cube back, which worked for the time being. However, he's not running away effectively. He just tried to hide in the trees. So Mana just follows him. He says, I have lifesteal, you idiot. Comac comes in.
Dire's bottom tower's getting the
He's not really necessary. However, they are gonna push this tower over.
The Dire best do something about
Meanwhile,
that bottom tower.
On the bottom lane, Radiant is also pushing the Tier 2 Dire Tower, and they have just completed their attack on it. It's dead. It's dead! Lifestealer has now finished his armlet. And so he's in the Radiant base right now, and he is running away currently. Or running towards the river. Razor has now picked up an Ogre Club, so going for either a Scepter or a Black King Bar. I'm guessing a Black King Bar, though. It's really necessary against this Bane and the Coddle at least. Although, let me see, is Shackle... Yeah, it's a spell, so against that Shackle as well. We're going to have a Nake's Bomb here on Windrunner. So Cube is running through. This dynamic duo of Mana and Cube gonna keep pushing their luck here, and they're gonna be pushing the Tier 2 tower now. Now that Dire has rotated bot in order to defend what they can and try to push this lane out. However, Subark is hiding in the trees. Perhaps he was hoping to catch out a solo hero. Cube is gonna run into the middle of everybody here. And there was the Nake's Bomb. We had Comac ulting Razor. Nom de Guerre is forced to run out. And so now we suddenly have 4 men at bot on the Radiant side. Joe is left all alone, though. He tries running into some trees, which can't help him at all. He tries Omni Slashing. However, because of the 4 Radiant guys bunched up together there, they all soak up just a little bit of damage. Mana and Larynx now are mid. They're going towards Nom de Guerre. They're trying to kill him. However, the bear is going to kill Mana. Disruptor actually picks up the kill there. He has enough for those arcanes. However, he's been more worried about getting wards and dust of appearance now that they have so many towers pushed, and they've only taken 1. Switching over to the net worth graph, we see that Radiant is definitely farming up a lot. Pretty much everybody has around double, or Subark, the Phantom Lancer, Mana, the Lifestealer, and Cupe, the Windrunner, who I love that just running fast animation there with the haste. All 3 of them have double the farm of Dire's top 3 farmers. So gold is now 10,000 in the way of Radiant. It's starting to stabilize a little bit and turn slightly downward towards the Dire. However, they're going to have to keep bringing it back and keep winning fights if they want to come back. The kills are now 17 and 6 on the board. We have Visage flying his birds out there just to try and keep vision to keep him stunned. However, Cube blinks in and kills one of them, so that's just a free 100 gold for him.
Mid tower could use a little
or
help.
for her, rather. Whoever. It's a Windrunner. So they're going to keep pushing Dire's tier 2 tower. We have open wounds now on Massacre. We have Larynx getting focused down. We have Joe Battle Furying in. However, it's not really going to do much. Komek gets walled in by Sub-Zero. He's getting attacked by that bear. Joe has low health, but he's got his healing ward up. Mana is forced to back up, and now he's going to man-fight Maske. However, he knows that he can't do that now. He had an armlet toggle in order to get enough health to run away there. Subark wanted to go on Maske, however, he gets walled in by Sub-Zero. Wow. So yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. Dire needs to continue to win these fights if they want to keep it going. Because you see here, they win a fight, and it goes sort of their way, and then Radiant farms up a little bit, and now here it goes. There we go with another 1 fight. So if they want to bring this back, they need to seriously win team fights. So right now, despite the gold advantage, knowing the team fight right now that Dire has, it's anyone's game at the moment. Nom de Guerre has about 1,300 gold. So he could be going for a Hand of Midas on the bear, but I kind of doubt it. I would kind of like to see that armlet, even though it does drain the bear's HP now. It would make him a lot tankier, and people are already trying not to focus the bear because it's so tanky already. Subark going to get static linked, however, he's going to invis away. But he is dusted. Massacre tries to come behind him, but Mana ports in and beats him down. Subark's backup has come in. We have 5 men from Radiant down at bot. Sub-Zero going to get power shot down. Nom de Guerre tries to use the bear to just keep Cube back a little bit. However, okay, so he's resummoned the bear into the river. And now he's trying to get an entangle off so that he can escape. However, yes, he does get an entangle off on Subark, but Cube is going to wind run up to him. He resummons the bear once again to try and keep him close, and so that he can entangle Cube. Subark getting Omni slashed before he was able to finish TPing back to his base. Komek now has arcanes and wards. Not much else though. He's got 1,900 gold, so probably saving for a sheep stick. At least that's what I'm hoping. That would be pretty exciting. We have a mech going up on Keeper of the Light in just about 150 gold. Meanwhile, on the Dire side, Zmelier's got arcanes. Razor still not doing anything with that Ogre Club. he can't really get farm. He's been buying sentry wards and things like that to try and deal with the Phantom Lancer. We have a mech going up on Disruptor. Up on the top lane, Juggernaut's trying to farm. He's got 2,300 gold. So let's look at the XP graph. It went Dire's way for a little bit there. They were starting to bring it back. They got a 2,000 experience boost there. However, it has come back up slightly by about 1,000 to the Radiant side, and it is stabilizing there. Meanwhile, on the gold graph, Radiant has regained their gold advantage, and it is shot well over 10,000 now, probably to around 11,000. Over on items, it looks like Vive has a Mithril Hammer in the stash, so going to be building into a Mjolnir next, I'm assuming. Cube has an Axe Bomb inside of him. So he's going to try and go on Sub-Zero. Yes, there's the pop. Open wounds on Sub-Zero. Nom de Guerre tries to do what he can to try and get an entangle off on Mana. However, he's raged, so it's not going to work. Mana is now... He decided he wanted to go on Zemelier, but now he wants to run away. However, now he's going to turn around and he's going towards Massacre because Komek has ulted him. So we had a Bane ult there on Razor. He gets finished off by Bane. We had an Illuminate now. Finish off Visage. Mana is going to try and gain some health off of this bear. However, he was stunned. Now he is raged. He's killed off the bear. 300 free gold to him. And it's 100 free gold for anyone who can kill this Visage bird. Come on, Cube. You can do it. He tries to power shot it down. It doesn't work. So good jukes there by the Familiar. Sub-Zero, not quite enough gold for his mech. He's hoping for it soon, though. And Kato has finished him, and he has finished his mechanism. He's getting the recipe delivered to him, and he has another 900 gold. There we go. Komek getting sent back into a wall by Sub-Zero. However, Cube is there to shackle him to a tree. And Omni Knight was there to Omni-slash him after Visage stunned him. So, Bane died. Cube is gonna... He was about to get hit with a lot of damage and some slow. However, he wind ran straight out of that. Oh, it looks like actually a Desolator will now be coming up on Lifestealer. So, misjudged from me there. Desolator as well as Mjolnir are both pretty common items on a Lifestealer. We have a good old-fashioned Phantom Lancer split push up top. He's not really there. Phantom Lancer is... Where is he? He's actually a bot, but those illusions did quite a bit of damage. Cleared a creep wave. We now have a Desolator up on Omni Knight. Or, I'm sorry, Juggernaut. I really hope I haven't called him Omni Knight at some point, because that's a really stupid mistake of me. I know better by now, considering I've been playing this for 3 years. Mechanism is now up on Disruptor, so he's now finished that. Nyx has infested Cube, who is now wind running and blinking up to Nom de Guerre, so there's the pop. Are we going to see open wounds? Yes, we saw open wounds on Nom de Guerre, and he gets finished off by an Illuminate from Keeper of the Light. Kills on the board, 24-11, Radiant advantage. So, Vive has the farm. They have the pressure advantage. They've got very offensive vision. However, Dire managing to stay competitive with Joe here with his great farm. Oh, power shot from Cube. However, we had an Omni Slash into a TP from Juggernaut, so he manages to escape. Subart gonna keep pushing on bot, however, further up. So, Zemelier doing a fairly good job with these birds. He has fed them once or twice. We do have Dire getting their items, so they are managing to stay pretty competitive. However, the gold advantage has now shot up past 12,000 into Radiant's favor, so they're just getting out-farmed, outplayed. We have an Omni Slash from Joe to try and escape from Mana. We had a shackle on a bird, shackled it to a tree. Muscari is going to get Baned ult, as well as open wounds, so he's dead. However, there's no open wounds now for Joe. There will be in 2 seconds, however. Mana gonna decide to turn around and go after Smelier, who gets Nightmare. So there we go, open wounds on Smelier. Joe comes in to finish off the Wind Runner. Sub-Zero, is he going to be able to wall Mana in? No, it's on cooldown, so Visage gets brought down. Subark has to invis over here to try and catch Gare. He's hit Sub-Zero with an illusion, manages to escape the wall, but he does get entangled by that bear. So he's just going to start fighting it until he can invis once again. So there we go, we have several illusions now on the bear, who now has a Maelstrom. Desolator is now up on Lifestealer. Phantom Lancer is going to get a Diffusal Blade delivered to him any minute now. Yep, there goes the Courier. So it's looking very bad for Dire. I'm not saying that they can't come back from this, but Nakes and Phantom Lancer are all going to be carrying far harder than the than the lone Druid or the Juggernaut or the Razor. Razor once again has not done anything with that Ogre Club. He turned that Gauntlet into a Bracer, and now he's just been worried about buying Dust of Appearance and support items. So the supports on the Dire side pretty strapped for cash, it looks like, because they have to keep buying Dust to have a shot at Phantom Lancer. Neither side really has wards up. Keeper of the Light going to get an ultimate orb delivered to him any moment now, so he's also going for a sheep stick. I will bet you anything. Force Staff on Windrunner. He's infested once again. He power shots through some trees just so that he can run through and maybe hope to tag somebody. However, Dire has now decided to turtle in their base. We had a Nakes pop on Nom de Guerre once again, who had overextended a little bit outside of the base. He only had 300 health, however, he was able to get away. Cute now is going to run away. He gets sent back. Whoa. Where is he? Wow, he was sent back by Disruptor, but he gets popped back here, so that was interesting. I'm actually not sure who did that. That wasn't Coddle, right? No. So I wonder how he popped back. I'm probably just overlooking something stupid, but all of Radiant and Dire managed to make it out of there. We see a static field, or plasma field rather, having to go out from Razor in order to clear the Phantom Lancer illusions. Speaking of Phantom Lancer, he's now farming Ancients. He has 2,800 gold. So perhaps saving up for that, no, he has enough for Diffusal level 2, so maybe he's just going for a big damage item, or looking to, actually, no, that's probably it, upgrade Manta Style. His Yasha to a Manta Style. Cute now finishes off one of those birds as it tries to juke away. So that's 100 free gold to him. Open wounds up on the bear and a shackle on the bear. So here's going to be 300 free gold to Mana. Visage is familiar being forced to hang around here behind the secret shop. It's just not safe enough to bring it out. The bear is now resummoned on Nom de Guerre, who only has a Bracer himself, and the bear still only has a Maelstrom. Radiant, I'm afraid, probably now has just too much push for the Dire to deal with between Cube and Lyrics here, who are able to just power shot and illuminate their way into pressure. It looks like Radiant has decided to turn to farming. Phantom Lancer deciding to not go immediately for that Manta Style. He says, I'm okay for now. He just wants to beef up his illusions by getting a heart. Dire, they want to push out. They want to make something happen. Joe kind of overextends a little bit. He's trying to go on mana. Comet gets Thunderstruck. Mana has low health. He's getting attacked by the bear. He infests Lyrics in a desperate attempt. However, Lyrics gets focused down, and now Mana will as well. So now we have Lifestealer is down for 70 seconds. We have Coddle down for 40 seconds. This is going to give Dire the room that they need to Roshan and to either push their lanes out. Although Subark says, no, sorry. I'm actually just going to push your top tower, and if you don't come back, I'm going to take it. So Dire now faced with a choice. They can now either take advantage of what's going to be probably 30 seconds once they kill Roshan to try and maybe push mid, since that's the farthest thing they've got pushed, or they might be forced to back and defend. Actually, Sub-Zero did a pretty good job of defending. Subark had to back up and use his Tranquils. So it looks like Dire is going to play it really safe here, and they're going to back up here to bot in order to push it out, because once again their tower is getting pushed. So who received the Aegis on that? Aegis went to Juggernaut, so probably the best choice. He does have the best chance probably against Nakes. And of course, Omnislash works wonders. Hyperstone is now up on Juggernaut, so I would guess he would also want to go for Mjolnir. However, an Assault Cuirass could be a good idea against Phantom Lancer and Nakes, who both deal pretty insane physical damage right now. We have Nakes, who I'm guessing is probably saving up for a Hyperstone of his own if he's not going to turn this into a Scotty, which I really doubt he's going to do. Yeah, I seriously doubt it. So, I'm pretty sure we are going to see that Mjolnir on Mana. Colmec doing 171 damage. Heart is now finished on Phantom Lancer. We have Dust now on Sub-Zero. So once again, they want to make something happen, and they want their chance to push out. They were able to kill 2 of them in the last fight, and they want to be able to do it again. Now that they have Aegis, they want to win one more fight and push a tower, I'm betting you. So they are staying pretty darn competitive. Gold is now gone. It kind of started to go a little bit their way. However, Radiant still has a 15,000 gold advantage. They did manage to catch Mana out and kill him. So sorry, Mana, but you are not invincible. So Mana is down for a little bit over a minute. And it looks like they're going to push bot since they're already there. However, we have that huge pushing team here from Lyrics and Cube and Subark. And they're going to be pushing Radiant's or Dire's tier 3 mid. So they're trying to get the tier 1 bot tower down. However, they are all forced to port out in order to defend their mid tower. I'm kind of hoping that this game finishes up soon, not because I'm biased in the way of Radiant, but I'm going to have to leave for work in like 15 minutes. Illuminate goes out and does a lot of damage to Smew, who gets shackled and then killed by a Phantom Lancer nuke. So he goes down, he puts his birds down in order to make sure that they don't get killed. He brings one up, he wants that stun, he brings the other one up, so we have possibility of a double stun here. However, Subark going to get force staffed out by Cube. Comac is going to go down. He's got a Blade Fury, and now he's going to be... Oh, he Nightmares himself to try and deny himself. However, it doesn't work. Visage finishes him off. Juggernaut took the Nightmare away there. So Mana now has decided to man fight Joe, but he gets walled in and silenced. Full combo by Disruptor. However, Cube still has full health. Sub-Zero is forced to back out. He gets hit with open wounds, so that's going to heal Mana up a little bit. He manages to finish him off. But he only had 200 health, so he had to go and fest a creep, and now he's going to be on his way back. Massacre now has his BKB, finally uses it, but it's not going to do much. It's kind of wasted because they're not going to be fighting. Radiant is just going to keep pushing. and Dire does not have the counter push to stop it. Not this late to the game. We have a shackle there on Joe. He's going to get finished off. However, he does have the Aegis, so he's coming right back. Mana gets static linked. He's finished off by Lone Druid. So, Subark, he gets dusted, finished off there. However, Lifestealer has bought back in, so Dire probably not going to get that chance to push out that they were hoping for. Cube gets killed. Now they're going after Linux. Oh, it's Linux. I'm sorry, I've been saying Lyrics. So Linux getting hit with the Razor ult. Mana comes in. He pops in, kills off Razor. However, he's taking too much damage from the Visage. Joe now going for an Assault Cuirass. So yes, he is going for that armor to try and defend against the Nyx and try to push his luck here. We could have had a Visage stun, however, one of the birds was not out there and ready. And it looks like Dire is now going to start pushing top. How's the gold looking? It's starting to eke its way back towards Dire once again. And the experience is definitely going the way of Dire. It's now only a 10,000 experience lead in the way of Radiant. This is just too exciting a game. The bear only has 200 health. It's going to get finished off by... No, it's not going to get finished off by Mana because he's going to open wound scare. The bear did get killed, actually, and so is Lone Druid by Mana. Lone Druid buys a Basher. Juggernaut finishes his Assault Cuirass. However, where's the buyback status? Nope. Lone Druid cannot buy back. So it looks like Dire is going to get pushed even further. And they've lost their primary tank. Juggernaut's made himself a little bit tanky, but that's not going to do well against, say, Bane, who is leading the charge along with Phantom Lancer's illusions. Phantom Lancer has now picked up an ultimate orb, so he's now going for his Mantis style. We have a desperate wall up from Sub-Zero. However, it might have been a little bit premature. It only stops the creep wave and Subark and Mana for about half a second. We had a Visage stun going out. He tried to do a double stun, however, it got killed off by Subark. So that's going to be mid-racks from Dire. Muscari comes in. He tries to do what he can. We saw the plasma field go out. Cube has to force staff himself out. Joe just used his Omni Slash on a bunch of creeps. Mana is now going to go against Masakari, who uses his BKB and turns back around. So Razor manages to finish off Windrunner. Juggernaut kills Keeper of the Light. Mana now gets entangled and finished off by Dire. So now we have a 4-man wipe. We have 4 down on the Radiant side. Subark is forced to teleport back to his top tower, which is getting pushed by creeps. So unless Dire manages to throw with this huge experience boost that they're getting, unless they manage to throw,
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
I might
Radiant's mid tower ain't doing so good.
I might be in a little bit of trouble. I've got time. I always leave myself a little bit of cushion in case I have to be a little bit late. Visage pauses. No! No, Visage! What are you doing? 2 seconds. Oh, it had better be 2 seconds. We have an on pause
Alright.
from Phantom Lancer, who says that the game is over anyway. Juggernaut's going to pause, though, and say, "What are you doing, man?" We have an ultimate orb up now on Cube, who's definitely going for a Lincoln Sphere, which is certainly going to help him out against the Entangle, most definitely. And a Thunder Strike if Disruptor decides to use that, and of course, any one of Visage's skills. We have, what do we have from Vive? I think he's just saving for buyback at this point. We have a Scepter now on Visage, so he's got an extra familiar. We have another Mithril Hammer coming from Juggernaut, so there's that Mjolnir. Or perhaps, no, he's going for a Black King Bar, which is going to be the, I would say the obvious choice there. Once again against Bane, against Windrunner, against the Subark nuke. There you go. Speaking of that nuke, Masakari gets hit with it. This is going to be Radiant's mid-tower. And so now Dire is pushing their racks. They're just going to keep pushing in. They're all at full health. Lifestealer is still not up yet. He still has 10 seconds. My frame rate is dropping for some reason. Smelior gets finished off by Subark. Sub-Zero getting tied to a tree here by Cube. He's going to get caught up with by Bane and Linux. He gets his mana drained. He tries a Desperate Thunderstrike on Subark, but he gets finished off. So, Subark now going to get that mana style delivered to him. I'll bet you anything. Yes, there it comes. Cube got poked there by the bear. However, it got Nightmare by Komek and then resummoned. So, triple stun there from Visage. However, it was all at the same time, though. Not a staggered stun, which is unfortunate. He's just trying to save the birds. He only managed to save one of them, which it looks like it's not going to be saved at all because Linux finishes it off after Cube force-staffed into the forest here to to try and kill it. So it looks like Windrunner not concerned with saving for buyback. Roshan respawns in 30. This is high-stakes Dota. Yasha is now up on Razor. Juggernaut, also not concerned with saving for buyback. He wants the items that he's going to need to counter Phantom Lancer and Lifestealer. And we have another pause now going out from ANC. Cube says, "Are you serious?" We're now up to 76 spectators. Shared content, just for fun. What we got here? Welder Bark. Tempest Wing. I like Tempest Wing. It's pretty cool. I don't like Cruel Dire Tide. It's kind of weird. A little distracting. There we go. Look at how smooth that is. Wonder if we'll be able to mod custom HUDs eventually. I mean, I know you can now, but I mean, just to use it without it being in the shop. Although I suppose if you could do that, you could just get every item for free with your mods, I suppose, right? Too bad. I would love to have a little Space Pirates guy right there. Cube gets infested. Sheepstick is now completed on Coddle. How long ago was I talking about that? He still has only tier 1 boots. But that's okay because he is a Coddle. Nom de Guerre getting caught out by mana. Once again popped on him. That seems to be their strategy for Nom de Guerre. They're like, oh, there's Lone Druid. Let's go pop him. We have an Omni Slash doing a lot of damage to mana. However, he's going to try and heal up on Nom de Guerre, but he's going to get entangled by the bear. Joe is going to finish off Komek. So, yep. So now mana is getting chased by this bear. He's trying to get an entangle off so that he can go finish him off. However, it's not going to happen. It doesn't matter. Lifestealer gets killed by, it looks like the siege creep here. Subark, now static linked. They know exactly where he is. Do they have dust with them? It doesn't appear so. However, he's not invis. He can invis now, though. Are you going to do it? Yes, he does. Runs away. And they're all just going to chase the illusion. So probably pretty frustrating there on the Dire. Manta Style is up on Phantom Lancer now. Roche gets finished off once again by Dire. They're pretty smart with their Roshan kills. Aegis is now up on Juggernaut. This might be the advantage that they need. Wow. Experience now taken back from 15,000 and is now going the way of Dire. Gold now has come down over, I don't know, let's see, 5, 10... 13,000 gold now has come back the way of Dire. So they're starting to gain the advantage again. Now that Razor finally has an item, that Black King bar really doing a number to fight against Bane. Up now on Juggernaut as well. Cube's trying to scout out with her illusions here. And maybe try to bait a big spell out of Dire. However, it looks like Phantom Lancer says, you know what, I'm going to need to farm more for this. They are pretty... He's almost 6 slotted. He's got 3 Town Portal Scrolls, though, however. Nyx is pretty much 6 slotted. Well, not really with that Orb of Venom, I suppose. So they're just trying to farm up. Dire is now roaming around. This is their push. They're going to push mid. They want to take these racks. They want to even this up. But will they do it? Subark is going to try and trade them this tower. But he does have 3 portals. 3 TP scrolls. We have an Illuminate go out. It's going to tag all of them. All of them except for Sub-Zero, who may as well anyway with the amount of health he's missing. So there goes the melee racks.
There goes the Radiant's mid-range.
We had a TP out from Razor. We have a TP out from Smelior. But he gets sheeped. He gets sheeped. He gets illuminated. He gets focused down and finished off with a power shot. Well, almost finished off with a power shot. A right click from Mana's more like it. However, there go the birds from Visage just to try and secure an escape. However, he's not going to save all 3 of those birds, I'll tell you that. There we go. So there's half health. Oh, he does manage to. As Coop is more interested in trying to finish off Nom de Guerre. Radiant is trying to gain whatever advantage back that they possibly can, so that they can push. Subark now getting entangled by the bear. We have a Bane ult now on Nom de Guerre, which is going to finish both him and the bear off. We have 2 down on the Dire side. Lone Druid is going to be gone for 70 seconds. We now have a 5-man push on Radiant, and they have TP scrolls. So there's no chance of any sort of backdoor attempt, especially since the other 2 lanes are pushed into the river by Radiant. By Radiant Mega Creeps, no doubt, or no less. Subark getting hit with the full Disruptor combo. He tries to invis. He tries to run out. We have a BKB up from Masake. Lennox is going to get finished off. Thunderstrike almost finishing off Comac, forcing him to back out. So very good defense from Dire. Oh man, this is intense. Mana now passes up the regen rune. It seems like nobody's pinged it. However, I'm not a broadcaster, so maybe I can't see that. I'm just a spectator spectating a game. Windrunner's going to pick that up to try and replenish her mana, especially. I hope you all appreciate this. I skipped lunch for you. I'm going to have to go to work soon. I'm going to say absolute worst case scenario. I'm not going to put this game up unless it gets finished. So, assuming that you're watching this right now, you will see the end of it. The absolute worst case scenario that I'm going to have to do is... if this goes for too much longer, I'm going to have to put it on directed camera. So you'll still see all the action. So please bear with me here. Thank you for watching this, by the way. I really appreciate it. This has been just such an exciting game. A lot of the games I do end up being like half an hour long, even if they are close. So I was hoping I could get this one in, you know, 40 minutes and then eat and be ready and whatever. Dire has to defend as a team right now. Joe is going to go in to farm up some gold. He has 4,300 gold, so I think he's waiting for that Aegis to expire in about 20 seconds now, and then we'll see what he buys. Abyssal Blade might be a really good idea. However, Heart might also be a very good idea for Joe here. Some good defensive items. Comac trying to scout out. He now has a Ghost Scepter. And there goes Juggernaut's Aegis. So he's actually now going to buy a Battle Fury straight out. A farming item 50 minutes into the game when he's got the advantage. I think they want to bring the gold back their way. It's starting to tip up towards Radiant. However, I am not so sure about this. I think maybe he just wants the cleave from it for when he's Omni Slashing. Dire now is going mid. However, they don't have vision. Radiant has all the vision with this ward and this ward right here. So Dire could be in a lot of trouble. They don't know that Radiant is in their forest. Here we go. We have the bear scouting out. Probably didn't see Cube. He gets resummoned back to Lone Druid. Cube has been infested. He's got 2,500 gold, so plenty for a buyback now. Meanwhile, net worth. Dire has come back. Juggernaut and Lone Druid have now outfarmed the Lifestealer. But Phantom Lancer is still outfarmed them both. We have a Shackle out there on the bear. Kind of fails there. Wasn't able to connect to anything else. There we go with an Illuminate. Also doesn't connect to anything. Subark uses Boots of Travel to go bot. Joe is going to teleport back up top now that he's baited Subark out. However, those Boots of Travel, they're going to be up in just a little bit again. 40 seconds. So they're going to have to make their push and kill some people real quick.
Radiant's courier. Poor little fella.
Radiant's courier is now dead, and Joe is unstoppable. He kills off that Keeper of the Light. And now they really want Comac, who's teleporting out. They weren't able to stun or silence him close enough. But we had a very good attempt there from Visage. So very good play from Visage this game. Nom de Guerre gets tied to a tree. However, the bear is still out. Manages to entangle Mana, who's trying to pour it out. Will he be entangled again? No, he manages to get out. We had an ult there from Sub-Zero to try and silence him, just to try and do something, but that didn't work. Subark now still trying. He's trying to go for a butterfly now. So we're going to have a 6-slotted Phantom Lancer against a 5-slotted Juggernaut. And Juggernaut is making really good use of these TPs. So I'm guessing he wants to keep them. Yeah, he's just going to keep buying them. Still not sure that the Battle Fury was the best idea. However, it does give him 65 damage. And a cleave, which could be the slight advantage that they're going to need right now. Gold has stabilized itself at about 10,000 in Radiant's favor. However, Dire saying, yeah, screw that. We did see a spike up from Radiant. So with that last fight, they were able to bring it back up into their favor slightly. However, it's only maybe a 2,000 gold lead, or a 2,000 experience lead. And so I hope that was a pretty smooth transition. I know this is going to seem really sudden with the screen probably jumping around a little bit. But I am now back from work, and I am so excited to see the end of this game. I've been wondering all day how it's going to turn out. Once again, as I said in the disclaimer in the beginning of the video, which I recorded right before I brought this back up, I downloaded the replay, did not look at the time of it, did not look at who won, so I'm still in the dark here as to who won, and I'm very excited. Juggernaut still carrying around that TP scroll, which he's been making good use of. And it looks like he's going to have a use for it here. We have Subark teleporting in bot with his Boots of Travel, and he's going to try and go for this ranged barracks. There we go. Joe ports in. Sub-Zero comes in. Now we have Razor porting in as well. And Subark had to run away as fast as he possibly could. He manted out and then invis. So there we go. We're going to see more of that great Dire defense. However, Subark single-handedly, along with those creeps, well, so yeah, so single-handedly, creeps don't count that much, managed to get a lot of health down from this ranged barracks. So plenty of damage there. We have smoke now from Disruptor. That's weird. I'm gonna guess that's a replay thing. that was. Oh, I guess that was from the pauses earlier. Assault Kuros now on Lifestealer. The ball just keeps rolling. I don't know how much longer Dire can last. They have to make another push like they made earlier. And it looks like that's exactly what they're going to try and do. We have smoke up. However, they're going to be forced to block a PL split push. So not going to make great use of that smoke. So half the team has prematurely revealed themselves. Radiant is a long way away. Roshan is now back up. Visage tries to send the birds in, ends up feeding 100 gold to Bane, stuns them, scares all three of these Vive members out of the Roche pit. However, it looks like Mana is going to be coming back for more, but Dire is setting up. They really want to kill Mana. Joe runs straight past. Omni Slash on Komek and Mana doing a ton of damage, bringing them both down to half. Sub gets open wounds and attacked. Lifestealer tries to rage out of there. He infests Cube. Comes out. It doesn't heal him much. He armlet toggles in order to get about 200 health left. There's a DD rune. Nobody's taking it. We have open wounds now on Smellior. Juggernaut is dead. Power shot to finish off Smellior. Sub-Zero is back. Is he going to wall up? They've got to be getting desperate at this point. This is going to be it. This is going to be it. Dire is up top. Nom de Guerre is almost nothing. Subark, it looks like, just took on the both of them, I'm guessing. Probably took a lot of damage. Yeah, there we go, from Static Link and that ult. But Nom de Guerre just taking damage probably from PL. He looks like he got very, very lucky there. His bear is not alive, rather. Butterfly now on PL. Oh, there we go. So we have buybacks now from Disruptor. There we go. Oh, we have a fantasy points thing now? Is that a thing? Yes, it is. That's pretty great. Anyway. I'm excited for that. You guys all have your fantasy Dota teams. This is going to be it. Here we go. Subark is going on the tier 4 towers. We still have 2 people down on Dire. Visage is about to come up, but Joe still has 30 seconds. 30 seconds might be all Subark needs. He's going to go on Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero trying desperately just to do something. He throws out that Thunder Strike just to try and scare him away. However, the rest of Vive has showed up. There goes the tier 4. Here comes the Visage. Visage's bird's doing so much damage there. Killing off Keeper of the Light. Subark invises. Comes out. Kills Masakari. Mana is here. Those Visage birds go down. So, huge gold tip there. In part thanks to Visage. In another part thanks to all those kills that we've got now. So the Mega Creeps and the Illusions killing off Masakari. And that is the end of an absolutely crazy game. And I gotta say, that was an exciting conclusion. For me, only casting maybe like what? It's been 5 minutes. I just cast the last 5 minutes of this game. But that was pretty crazy. Dire making a pretty crucial mistake going top to try and defend from that Phantom Lancer and push out a little bit. It just left Radiant all the space that they needed to kill off Joe. So, they were able to get Roshan, they were able to get their items, and that was the nail in the coffin. So, well played, ANC. And well played, Vive. Congratulations to Vive for what an amazing win. Congratulations to both teams for an amazing game, and congratulations to you for sticking it out for the past hour. More than that because of the timing with the draft phase. And thank you so much for bearing with me with my having to go to work. So thank you once again for watching Dota 2 Pubcast. This has been Johnny with the Space Pirates. Good night.